Hello, welcome back to What You Say, in the show that looks at all the action online, memes, fan cams, and just general conversation. I'm Lumos, and this is...
Bavs, you changed that.
I changed the intro, yeah. Someone said that today I'm joined by Bav, and it's always...
it's always going to be me. You're going to always see my face, yeah, just get used to it.
Bollywood Bav, man, you got to say the intro right. That's why I've been saying I'm joined by, because I know you're not going to say it.
Alright, cool, Bollywood Bav. Let's keep Bollywood Bav, alright.
But yeah, it's been an eventful week, man. A very eventful week for Arsenal. We had... crazy reactions after the Frankfurt game. We're not even going to look at those because there's so much to get through since then. We've had Freddie coming in. We've had people taking shots at AFTV. Emery's gone, like I said, and obviously reaction to the Norwich game. So
yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, man.
But we're looking for a new manager now. There's different names getting thrown all over the place. Who are you feeling? Who do you want to see coming?
Who am I feeling? It's changing every day, you know. Like,
really?
One day I wake up, Rodgers. Next day I wake up, Pochettino. The day after that, Arteta.
You and Arteta as well?
Yeah, I don't know. It just changes every day. I can't nail down. There's not one clear candidate.
Yeah.
You get me? And I'm hearing now that Man City fans are starting to turn on Pep.
That's ridiculous.
So
sounding like Real Madrid
2020
fans.
Pep, you coming? But no, it changes every day. Right now, on today's basis, Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers is doing absolute bits at Leicester City, I gotta say. And another person who really wants to see Brendan Rodgers come in is DT.
The board need to act, and listen, looking at it, reflecting over the last few days, I think we need to go all out and go for Brendan Rodgers.
Yep.
Honestly. He's already flirting with the idea. You see some of his press conferences in the last couple of days. And with all due respect to Leicester, we're a bigger club all day long. So why would Brendan Rodgers not want to come? He left Celtic in the middle of nearly winning the treble. There's no loyalty there. If he's got the opportunity, and I feel if we really go and test him, we could get him. And he's Premier League proven. You know, you look at the overall squad of Leicester, we've got so many better players in certain positions, but he's got that team playing better than us. Man management.
Yeah, so one thing I will definitely give Brendan Rodgers is he is a good man manager. You can definitely see he's a good coach. He's turned players that you would think they're not any good into quality players on the pitch. And with Leicester, I feel like they're overachieving at the moment. And credit to him for getting that done.
That's why I say, when people say to me now, Leicester, why would he need Leicester? They've got a better team than us. He's made them a better team than us. At the start of the season, it would have been, no one would have Leicester got a better team than us. Some players would go, they've got better players than us, but not a better team. But now, as things have gone on, and as Unai Emery had his effect on Arsenal, and as Brendan Rodgers had his effect on Leicester, he's improved them, and our players look to make them look worse. And then you got Pepe looking like a Wooby, not even playing for us.
Don't let you say that one.
Oh no, but it's just, you know what, we our players, our best players, we put someone we don't get them to play.
I'll pose a question to you and you guys in the comments as well. Do you feel like even Brendan Rodgers, could he help salvage this defence that we've got? Could these defenders be coached? Yeah.
No one can do that. It's impossible.
Again, yesterday we saw more comical defending from Arsenal, 2 passes and everyone's in off from was it a corner?
Don't get me started.
Counter attack, just getting hit on the counter attack all the time is very frustrating. And like DT also said in his interview, we are in a relegation dogfight right now. We can't really sit around and dither with getting a replacement in for Freddie Lumberger. So obviously Freddie's here on a temporary basis. What did you make? Let me go into that quickly. What did you make of his first game in charge of Arsenal? Me personally, obviously, you want to go in all positive and whatever. And I think the team performance was better than what we've been seeing recently. But the way he set the team up initially, I think that put us on the back foot from the jump. The team, I didn't like the team he put out. How do you feel about that?
I feel like, he got the lineup wrong. Mustafi and Luiz, what's going on? Any manager, even us two, could realise they can't defend. So blaming them, you're rightly putting yourself on the back foot.
To be fair, I understand him dropping Socrates. I feel like he just wanted to drop Socrates to make a point. Isn't Holding injured? Is he injured?
I don't know if he's injured right now. I don't know what's going on there. But Mustafi, come on, let's not leave blind.
Yeah, I know. But Mustafi, he's only played a few games this season. He's not been terrible. You can't completely freeze him out of the team.
Yeah, but it's you knew what's going to happen.
It wasn't exactly a big game. So if there was a game that was going to put Mustafi in the league,
I think Socrates would have been better than Mustafi. And he is a better defender, and also it's someone needs to put a foot in. and that's not one thing Socrates does. He puts the foot in when we need to. Yesterday, the goals they scored, they're just backing off, and there's no, you know what I mean? They're just backing off. And Luis, I don't know what he was doing. So no, I think the lineup was strong, and also I feel obviously we played better. You know, but we can see that. But in terms of the substitutions, they took so long.
It's taking long with the subs, and then not bringing on. I think Martinelli should have been the first substitution to come on. And then now he's saying that Pepe is not really showing much in training, but he still brought on Saka over Pepe.
That's something that I think he's trusting his people that he knows. That's what it is.
Because he's obviously Saka's played under him as an under-23s coach.
Yeah, he came through with him.
And the thing for me though is Martinelli needs to be starting games, man.
Yeah,
he needs to be starting games.
Don't want to say the Lacazette thing, but Lacazette is not looking good for him. Like, I'm not going to say some of the things that have been said.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Lacazette at the moment.
Fans are starting to turn.
They are starting to turn on Lacazette.
And right now, rightly so.
And I also don't think that with Lacazette's current form, fair enough, he salvaged us point against Southampton, but we can't be sacrificing Aubameyang, playing him out of position more and more for Lacazette, who's not consistently delivering goals.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's
he got 2 against Southampton, but we were at home and they're literally 19th in the league.
Yeah, but he scores the goals at home. My issue with Lacazette, he takes way too long when it comes to taking the shot away. Right? You see Aubameyang's second goal there, right?
Yeah.
Bang. First touch. First time bang. Would Lacazette do that? He'd take a touch, come back inside, back off on a player.
Let's ask you guys, because people are starting to say these things like selling. I saw a comment saying sell him and buy Zaha in January.
Someone call him Twerkazette.
Do you guys think that it's time to start thinking of shipping out Lacazette, or do you want to keep him at
Arsenal? It's a bit early.
Let us know in the comments. I'm just posing the question there out to you guys, so let us know. Alright, so let's look at the comments on the fan cam. Don Has says, DT on Friday, I want Poch. DT on Sunday, I want Rodgers. It's football, man. Opinions change.
I said at the start of the show.
You know what I mean? Like, people have time to think about things. Football's not a thing that's like one constant, you know. And then like if you change your mind, you're a flip flop. Things happen. Things in football are constantly changing, and your opinions.
Obviously, everyone thinks what's best in it. Like, I know, I think I'm Pep Guardiola. You think you're,
It's like, for example, things change in football, right? When Arsene Wenger won the Invincibles, no one's gonna say, "Oh, I don't like Wenger. I don't want him here anymore." Exactly. That things change with Wenger. Exactly. Like, it happens in football, and sometimes those changes don't take 10 years to happen. They could take days, weeks, months. Like,
exactly,
it can happen.
Football, man.
RH says, when Wenger left, DT specifically said that Brendan Rodgers was not good enough for Arsenal. Now he's begging for him to come. Joke club with delusional flip-flop fans. And I don't even have to even go into that comment, because like the point I just made before,
it's not just DT, man. It wasn't just DT.
It wasn't just DT.
If you had asked me, I probably would have said I don't want. Because he's at Celtic, the Liverpool things, and that, I would have said no as well. So nah, man, I'm not gonna call him a flip-flop on that instance, because things have been said before. So nah, no comment.
Ash Gibbons, these people don't realise that whoever comes in, we have the same defence, and that's like we were saying earlier. Can Rodgers help this defence?
His defence is something. Do you know what? People need to understand that wasn't our actual defence. But Tierney, Bellerin, the fullbacks, they weren't there.
Yeah.
Holding, you could argue. Socrates. So you could argue that back four is not our back four. And like, look, you could see other teams. You look at Man City. If Man City have the money they spend, they got Fernandinho and Laporte.
I can't wait to see Leno with a proper defence in front of him, because he yesterday saved us. He saved our skin yesterday, and so big up to Leno, man. Show you some love there. But yeah, man, like our defence needs major surgery. You know how many times I've heard this being said? Major surgery.
Yeah, you know, two-sided.
I think Tade said we need Grey's Anatomy on our defence.
Do you know what I say though? It's like it just takes one massive signing, and then look Liverpool, man, Lovren and Matip and all these guys, and then Kolo Toure for a while.
That is true. And Liverpool's defence was a joke as well.
They were doing what we were doing. Obviously, they were a bit higher. They were fighting for fourth and third, and then bang, they sorted this defence out. Now they probably win the league title this year.
Yeah. Well, if they don't win the league title, boy, they're never going to win it. A lot of talk this week coming from Talksport about AFTV. A lot of controversial opinions. First, it was Ray Parlour saying we want Arsenal to lose.
No, we don't.
Absolute nonsense, by the way. Like, why would we as Arsenal fans want Arsenal to lose? We can't control what happens when the content's put out there. We can't control how many views it's going to get. We can't control what's going to go viral. We can't control the results on the pitch. All we can control is what we create and put out as fans, our opinions, our feelings.
Don't get me started.
Don't mean that we want Arsenal to lose.
I can't believe he said that. Because
and do you know, before I stop you there, one question I want to ask you: where were all these men last year when it was on a 21 games unbeaten run?
Quiet.
No one was saying nothing. Quiet. No one was talking about AFTV. No one was talking about how positive the channel was. All the content that was coming out because the results were positive at Arsenal. No one wanted to talk about it then, but now everybody wants to start chatting.
Look, as they say, they only read what suits their agenda. That's how it is. Yeah, when we're winning and we're being positive, no one cares about that because you know what. But when it comes to us losing, we're not affecting the team. We're not picking the team and putting Mustafi and Luiz.
And
right?
then another thing is, people act like the channel was literally just rants and fan cams. Like you never hear people talking about the fact that we got the Kevin Campbell show, Graham show. Our show. Yeah, do you know what I mean? All these other different forms of content. We have the international Gooners videos, and people say it's the same people on the channel all the time. Yeah. When we literally have a WhatsApp number open to anyone to submit videos, and that content goes out after every single match day. But you guys don't check for that.
And we're saying how it is. If Arsenal lose, I'm not going to be happy, am I now? I'm not going to go, well, lads, it's fine, we're going to win the next game.
And also, when we beat Chelsea 3-0 at home a few years ago, Man United 3-0 at home a few years ago, the North London derby, the numbers on those videos were big numbers, just like when you have a viral rant. The difference is, how often do Arsenal slap up their rivals like that?
Exactly.
How often does that happen?
Exactly, it doesn't happen a lot.
People still come and watch when shit like that happens. It just doesn't happen enough. So now, when Ray Parlour made those comments, and Ray Parlour is Arsenal legend, and you know, we're going to show him some respect, but he's not going to every game. He's paid by Arsenal as well. Now he works for Arsenal. He's working for Talksport.
Don't get me started.
Their phones start ringing off when Arsenal do badly.
Yeah. Don't get me, their main clips are about being negative. They feed off being negative. Yeah. They are the negativity.
And do you notice? Yeah, when Robbie called in, because there were things on the same show, Robbie called in to react to their comments. This was Ray Parlour. Didn't say a word. Quiet. And then you got Alan Brazil who's just there trying to goad Robbie on, like making all these faces and stuff like that while Robbie's on the call, like trying to be serious about this thing. But that's how you know, like, why should we respect their opinions if they when they put their opinions out and man's coming back to speak on it, they're trying to wind him up as professionals. It's very unprofessional.
I don't know.
And the problem is, you know what, is they're shook. Because back in the day, they were the ones to go to. They were the ones that when something was popping off, people would come and see the content on their channel. People don't care no more. You lot used to be running the show, but now there's no rules. Yeah? There's no rules to this thing. There's no rules to this thing. So now, yesterday, it comes out again. What's his name? Simon Jordan says, he loathes the channel and it's a commercial venture. Such a pomp. I was gonna say pompous something, but you know, I'm gonna try to keep it non-personal on this thing, but. It just really frustrates me to hear people like these man come out and say this stuff. Let's see what DT said about his comments, yeah? And this is a very fair point from DT. He said, you own Crystal Palace and took them into administration. You now spout rubbish on a radio station that thrives off negativity to gain listeners.
Exactly.
I don't think, I've ever seen any viral clip of Talksport of someone talking anything positive.
Literally.
And I'm not trying to go at Talksport because we've got people on Talksport that I rate. Big up Mitch, Woodsy, Jordan, and big up Jim White as well. But some of the comments coming out, man, like, is it Talksport or talk shit? Another point that was made on Talksport this weekend, which annoyed me, and this one wasn't even directed at Arsenal Fan TV. Yep. This one was a sly dig. They didn't even mention man's name. Yep. It was a sly dig at United Stand. Big up United Stand, because Flex and Josh, they went out to Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan for a nothing game. Yeah, it's pretty much Man United's under 21s playing. They already through. They didn't need to go. Their man still went out there and covered the game. And because it's such a small, I won't say small, but it's not as restrictive as it would be in other countries. Their man are in the press conference, they're able to ask the questions. And now on Talksport, I heard them talking about they don't like supporters being invited to press conferences because they may not ask the kind of professional questions that journalists may ask. Like the fans that go to every game, the ones that spend their money to go to these games, the ones that know the team in and out, the ones that know more about the team than any journalist would because it's their team. They won't have the proper questions to ask. Why? Because you sat down in a classroom for 3 years watching slideshows and writing essays.
That's how it is.
Do you know what I mean? Like you feel so entitled, and like you want to have these brick walls up, and you need to be the ones that people come to for it. I'm sorry, it's different now. It's 2019. It's almost 2020, and like I said, there's no rules in this thing now. You guys ain't controlling this thing now. When you're shook, so big up Flex and what's her name? Vi Budge. I don't know.
Nah. No,
Dead that opinion.
I agree with you personally what you said there.
And my man at the end, he goes, he doesn't understand it. Bloggers, it's not even bloggers, but vloggers,
That's
mate.
when I hate it. When man goes bloggers.
Yeah.
We're not bloggers out here, man. We're vloggers. Like I just don't understand why people are so obsessed with us.
Do you know the thing about these two? Sorry to cut you again, but
Yeah,
I'm just getting heated right now. You know the thing about these two that's even more annoying with these two? The other guys, you can say they're older, they're a bit like probably the dinosaur side here, but these lot, they're like our age, Flex's age and that, and they got this kind of backwards opinion. Like,
yeah, and do you know what it is? It's, as you said, it's like they've gone years at university and all that boring stuff, let's just say, right?
Yeah.
And they worked hard for that core, and then they just see it as Flex has just come up out of nowhere. But he's also worked hard.
He worked hard
in his own way.
Man work
people
hard.
have different pathways.
We work hard.
You know, people have different pathways of getting to success, and he's got into that. He's asked the question. It's not deep. Why do you care about what he has to say? That's what I hate about people that hate vloggers and all this stuff. Focus on yourself.
Let me just stop it right there. One of the people on Talksport, like I just called his name earlier, Mitch. Mitch didn't go to uni for journalism. Mitch is one of the biggest football journalists out there now.
That's how it is, man.
He's on Match of the Day X, he's on the Premier League show. You see him doing content all the time on different platforms, doing it big. He didn't come up through the way they came up, so they're hating on man on their own channel as well.
It's envy and jealousy.
Agenda.
Envy and jealousy, that's what it is, man.
Let me cool down, man.
You gotta calm down.
I'm holding back.
All
holding. If you were troops right here, because you've been a bit more reserved. If I was sitting next to someone like troops,
I was getting angry as well.
Bro.
What it is like, because I've just let you take over. I'm gonna keep mine for Arsenal. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it aside.
Let's get back into the fan camps.
Yeah.
Tade now, he made the point that we want to see attractive attacking football. And we've been linked with Allegri a lot, but he won't bring that to Arsenal. And he mentioned one of the names we've been linked to, which is Arteta, and he says Arteta would bring that attacking football.
Yeah, see what you had to say.
The reason I'm going to go for Arteta is simply because we Arsenal fans like attractive football. If you look around now, which of the top flight managers is going to play the kind of football that we want? People are saying Allegri. Allegri is not going to give you fantastic football. He's probably going to win, but he's not going to give you that sort of attractive football that we've been accustomed to.
How do you know Arteta's going to give you that? He's never managed.
Because he's never managed, but I'm saying that based on what I'm saying in Man City. And let's be honest.
Hang on. Hold on. You said earlier. You said earlier with Freddie, you haven't managed. You're just the number two.
Hang on. What I'm trying to say is the fact that he's the number 2 in Man City. And the kind of game that Arteta plays as a footballer. I know this is a long shot, but as a footballer, you know he's the kind of player that plays tiki-taka. He's got that experience of tiki-taka. And from what Pep was saying, I'm only going by what Pep was saying. Pep is saying is very, very integral to them. He works hand in hand with Pep, the both of them work hand in hand in Man City. And you can see that he really fits.
To be fair, if somebody came along to me and you were my number 2 and asked me about you, I'm not going to say, boy, you know what, he don't do nothing. He just gets the cones out and puts out and thing, and I do all the work. Okay. I'm going to talk you up as well. Yeah, you're my mate. I'm going to be like, yeah, you know what? He's integral to what we do. He's brilliant. But how do we know that? We don't know that, do we? Maybe he is just putting the cones out. We don't know, do we?
Let's spin this around for a minute. Why was it that Steve Bold was overlooked ahead of Ljungberg? Don't you think it's because they think Ljungberg was probably going to do it better? I know it's been number 2.
Well, Ljungberg's been in there as number 2 this season, hasn't he?
He's been in there as number 2, but I think Bold has got more experience coaching players, even if he's been number 2 than Ljungberg.
What? What? Like, I'm an advocate of Mikel Arteta. I would take him at Arsenal. But what is that reasoning? Because he used to play tiki-taka as a player? Nah, come on, Tade, man. Nah, you can't be saying that. Look, Allegri is a winner, and that's the whole thing. The reason why I don't want Allegri is not because of his style of football, right? I care about winning as well. It's more the language and stuff like that. Will he be able to get through his tactics and all that stuff? That's one of the things.
Wait, doesn't he speak English?
He doesn't speak fluent English. That's the thing, innit? Okay. That's why I'm not going Allegri because I'm like, Emery, you saw he struggled with the language.
I think a bit. You know, with Emery, right? Emery, I could understand him, and I think it wasn't really a problem with the language per se. I think he was just trying to do too much. Yeah. So I think even if he spoke English properly, like perfectly, he would still be having people baffled, because there's people that speak perfect English and they're chatting to you and you're thinking, what are you talking about? Exactly. So I think he probably just waffled too much. Yeah, so I don't think we need to worry too much about the language. Well, I really heard Allegri speak.
Yeah, I don't know. I got his English, and I think it's key that if he's going to come to Arsenal, we need a manager that can speak English, the language, which is of the club, innit? English is the club, English is the language. So I think that's going to be key, and I think Arteta and his style of play as a player, What's that mean, man? That's just like Nuno was a goalkeeper, right? So how is that? Does that affect his management? Like, oh man.
Omar Al-Amas says Arteta would bring us attractive football. This man is high. How does he know that he hasn't even managed a team before? That's a point Robbie made as well, innit? Cause you could be an attacking football player, but you could decide to just go, you know.
Yep, exactly.
All Sam Allardyce on the thing. Who knows? Coffee night. Arteta would bring you training cones and assistant advice.
Someone was saying we're bringing Pep Salt Boy.
Yeah. And God of all anime news says Ty's uncle.
Yeah,
everyone says Ty looks like Ty.
That's something like Ty's thing, innit?
Alright, so this guy now, he had an interesting choice for next manager. I heard a few people throw this name around, but I think he's been in jest most of the time. And that's Chris Wilder of Sheffield United, who let's get it right, he's done an amazing job there, brought him up in a few leagues as well. One thing I don't like about Chris Wilder, at the start of the season I put Ravel Morrison in my team on fantasy football, and for 4 weeks
I told you not to.
I had faith in this guy getting a game and he didn't kick a ball.
I told you not to. I warned you.
Well, yeah, let's see what he said.
My suggestion might be a bit rogue. I'm going to go for Chris Wilder. Do you know why?
Chris Wilder, Sheffield United, all right.
Do you know why? As you know, Rob, I interview professional players and managers on a regular basis, right? Look at what he's done in recent years. Look how many points he's accumulated with the likes of Oxford United and Northampton. Look at what he's done to Sheffield United. When he came in, they were on their knees, and now they're in the top echelons of the Premier League. Speaking to the likes of Richard Stearman and Sam Deering, who played under him at Oxford, he's got fantastic motivational skills. And if you look at Sheffield United this season, what do? They work with great unison. They've got fantastic discipline, heart and desire.
He has done brilliantly, but what about, managing those sort of players and managing Mesut Ozil and your Lacazettes and Aubameyangs and people like that? It's two different things, isn't it?
Possibly, but you look at the experience he's got. Our players, the likes of Ozil, Aubameyang, they are fantastic players. But I've also got to respect the manager. And if we can get back to being a difficult team to beat. And I was at Bramall Lane. You was at Bramall Lane back in October. How well they play. They work together in unison. They play as a collective, and we need to get back to that. And if he's the one that can offer us the qualities to show us the way to get back to that, that can be very important for us.
So Majib Ahmed says Chris Wilder would make our bang average defence and midfield a lot better.
I hear that. Chris Wilder's a manager. He's done.
I think anyone that can manage could make this team better, innit?
Yeah, that's how it is, isn't it? Basic rules and that.
Alright, so the next comment is from... Alright, that's not English, that's Cyrillic alphabet.
Okay.
So the E's are
Educate
E's, the H's are N's,
okay.
the C is a S.
Yep.
So according to that, that's Ensign.
Ensign.
Yeah, these are my Bulgarian tactics coming in handy here.
Bulgaria, yeah?
Well, that's a picture of Stalin, so this guy's Russian.
No, but you're bringing up Bulgaria, yeah?
Huh?
Bulgaria, you're bringing up. Yeah, Bulgaria, what happened to Bulgaria?
You asked me. Chris Wilder is a great shout, but wouldn't have him at Arsenal. Arsenal fans are too fickle.
Yeah, it's about not being snobby, sorry. Yeah. It's like when Johnny Evans was linked with Arsenal, and Arsenal fans are like, nah, Johnny Evans, man, what's he good at? And then, but if Johnny Evans was French or Spanish or whatever, side him up. So I think it plays a part, and yeah, I'll take Chris Wilder, but not as my first choice, obviously. Daniel
Faj. This guy speaking some good facts, but you're all gonna dislike because you want a big name as your manager.
Yeah, I say let's not forget Rodgers. That's one of the Rodgers one.
That was the approach that we kind of had when Brendan Rodgers' name came up.
Rodgers, one of those people that people were like, yeah, man.
But I will say one fair point is he's not had to deal with like any big names. That's one critique there is of Chris Wilder.
Okay, yeah.
Because we've seen Rodgers,
I hear that, but comment below, would you take Chris Wilder? Yeah, first meme we've got, I knew this was going to happen straight away, and it's a photo of Mr. Freddie Ljungberg, but his head's been photoshopped and they've got Unai Emery's hair over it.
It's funny though.
God damn it, man. It's been one game, he had one training session.
It's the lineup though, it's the lineup.
It is the lineup.
It's the lineup.
Bro, that team is still...
I'll just laugh at it, but it's because of the lineup.
That team is still good enough to win the thing though, like that game. Come on, man. Norwich, 18th place? That team, international, even Mustafi and Louise, I know we think they're shit, but they're international defenders. They've been at the World Cups. Now, obviously with Unai Emery going, there was mass celebration, let's just say. A lot of memes, just say. There was a lot of memes coming out, funny memes and that, and your boy had to, jump in on it on my Twitter. And I put out a tweet saying, this is quite interesting because it obviously didn't happen. Yeah. Nicolas Pepe wants Freddie Ljungberg freezing for Emery shackles, and this is the video itself.
It didn't happen. And I took Pepe out of my fantasy team on the weekend.
No.
I was deliberating like I'm thinking Freddie's gonna change him and he's gonna have a masterclass against Norwich, but I just couldn't.
The opposite. We didn't see him play.
Yeah, he didn't play. But because he cost so much, I was like, I need the money, man. So I shipped him out, and now he didn't play anyway. So it worked out in my favour.
Man, Freddie, I had faith.
What's going on?
You were meant to be the change. You were meant to join the bold excellence of Pep Guardiola and Eric Ten Hag, but man, that's
still one game. But come on, Freddie, you gotta play Pepe.
Free Pepe. Yeah, free my guy.
Pepe. This one. Do you know where that's from?
No, I don't know.
So from Breaking Bad. So after Walt gets rid of one of his main ops,
I won.
He makes a phone call and says, I won.
Yeah, a lot of people said that about Ozil.
Yeah, so Ozil. I heard that Ozil told Emery in front of the players that he was going to outlast him at Arsenal.
And it happened.
Yeah.
It happened. That's what it was. I said it as well in a respectful way. I said it as well. I said Ozil will outlast Emery because I can see it coming.
Yeah,
Emery's not good enough.
Players always last longer than managers nowadays.
Yeah, exactly, man. Pogba did it at United and Ozil did it here. So was it? I'm going to tell my kids this was Arsenal losing to France and it was the Frankfurt game. That's good. That's very good. What's up?
Shout out to Gunnar Ball Z for this one. That's Ozil firing Emery out of a cannon.
Get out of my club. That's what's happened here. Really intriguing. Ozil's won that, but to be fair, it's not even Ozil. I think the club they'll shift from anyways. They're gonna sell him anyway.
But it's just because it is Ozil.
It was that personal rivalry and that.
Do you notice one thing? All the players, or most of the players, kind of said goodbye messages to Emery.
Yeah.
Martinez one was quite emotional. He's like, "We let you down, coach. I'm so sorry."
Yeah, even better than that. I think the same thing.
All the Spanish-speaking man, but Ozil. No love lost, man. Man was just like, on to the next one. A picture of him and Freddie Ljungberg.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Hashtag Yargunners Yar.
It's what it is.
So the Arsenal ladies absolutely demolished. I don't even know who they're playing, but they demolished them.
Yep.
On the weekend.
And as I said, Lacazette has been getting a bit of a stick on social media, and wasn't it Vivian Miedema? I don't know how to pronounce that. Miedema, yeah. So last night she scored 60% of Lacazette's goals in the entire tally of 2019.
It's mad. She was involved in. Was she involved in every goal?
Well, I think most of the goals. I'm not quite sure, but she's a bagsman. You might have to promote to the first one. Man's even that.
Just get her to identify. Actually, I'm not gonna say it.
2019.
What's her name?
Astana, yeah.
So it said, man, them lose in a place named after a Pokemon. Christ, Kangaskhan, they got that kangaroo Pokemon, Kangaskhan.
Yeah, the thing is that whenever a team makes Europa League, the first meme is have fun in Kazakhstan. United have actually gone to Kazakhstan. And they've lost.
When we first dropped in there, them men were making all the Kazakhstan jokes, and they're the ones who have lost to the team.
Life comes to you fast. We've got a meme here from Bayer Leverkusen's Twitter page, which is pretty active, this page is pretty active. Well. And it's basically Lewandowski tweeted out saying, "I have to confess, I am addicted to scoring goals." With their goal emojis and that. And then obviously this week, Bayer Leverkusen beat them and Lewandowski didn't score.
Shout out to Leon Bailey.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Big baller.
And then Bayer Leverkusen tweeted out saying, "We can help you with that."
Yeah, man.
Simple as, didn't beat them. Leon Bailey is a baller, man. I just say that. We might as well sign him, Would you take him at Arsenal?
Yeah, of course.
Jamaican player.
100%.
And he's left footed. We don't have a left winger.
100%.
A proper left winger, maybe Lacazette for maybe.
Milan Bomba clap. On a more serious note, thoughts and condolences going out to Benika Fobi and his family. He lost his daughter, his 2-year-old daughter. She passed away after contracting some kind of infection.
Yeah, I said that.
Passed away in hospital, and this is James Maddison paying homage to him and saying this, we're all here for you, Benik. So it's a positive message, good message he said there. And like I said, man, a former Arsenal player, whether he played for Arsenal or not, it's terrible, sad news. Like any parent have to bury their child. That's the hardest thing I think any parent has to do. Yeah. And thoughts are with him, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
All right, so that's it from us. Make sure you guys check out our Black Friday sale. Today is actually Cyber Monday, so you know what? I boosted up the sale.
You got any centre backs on offer? Any good centre backs? Ask the producer.
So it was 20% off, but now it's 25% off. You can get this bomber jacket and more merch in the store. Everyone's loving the Santa Claus. We're going to put it on here so you can see the Santa Claus jumper, with him and Ty in the sleigh, telling the reindeer it's time to go.
It's time to go.
I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you leave comments below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media at Lumos7. That's on all platforms.
Follow me on Bavs.e on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, whatever.
Cool. And the haters them keep talking, but what you saying, blood? What you saying?